Welcome student to the new chapter of 11th biology. We are going to discuss the neural control and coordination. So let's start with the neural system, nervous system. It is a system that controls and coordinates the body activities. It conducts and integrates the information and responds to the stimuli. It includes the brain, spinal cord and nerves. It is made up of specialized cells known as neurons. Neuron is a structural and functional unit of nervous system. It has three main parts: cell body, dendron, and axon. Cell body. It contains cytoplasm, cell organelles, and Nissel's granules that are granular bodies. Then comes the dendrons, which are short fibers that projects out of the cell body. The sub-branches of dendrons are called dendrites. They transmit impulses towards the cell body. Lastly, it's the axon, which is a nerve fiber. A long fiber which transmits impulses away from the cell body. The branching of axon is called axonite, the axon terminal. Each axonite cell ends as a bell-like structure, which is called synaptic knob. There are types of neurons, which are multipolar neurons, bipolar neurons, and unipolar neurons. Multipolar neuron, it has one axon and two or more dendrons. They are found in the cerebral cortex. Then comes the bipolar neuron, which has one axon and one dendron, that is usually found in the retina of the eye. Unipolar neuron, which has one axon only, and these are found in embryonic stage. Types of axons. It could be myelinated or non-myelinated. Myelinated axon, it is enveloped with Schwann cells, which forms a myelin sheet around the axon. They are found in spinal and cranial nerves. They are white-colored area formed of myelinated nerve fibers is called white matter. The gaps between two adjacent myelin sheets are called nodes of Rennes. The other ones are non-myelinated axon. As you can see on the screen, the axon without the myelin sheet. Schwann cells present but no myelin sheet. The gray color area without myelin sheet is called gray matter. These are found in autonomous and somatic neural system. Let's start with the generation and conduction of nerve impulses. The conduction and generation of nerve impulse involves three steps. One is maintenance of resting membrane potential. Second one is action potential. Third one is propagation of action potential. Let's start with the first, that is maintenance of resting potential. It is neural membrane contain various selectively permeable ion channels. In a resting neuron, that is neuron not conducting any kind of impulse, the axonal membrane is more permeable to potassium ions and nearly impermeable to sodium ions. Also, the membrane is impermeable to negatively charged proteins ions which are present in an exoplasm. Therefore, the concentration of sodium and negatively charged proteins in exoplasm is high and concentration of sodium ion is low. The fluid outside the axon contains low concentration of sodium and low concentration of potassium and the high concentration of sodium. This forms an ionic or concentration gradient across the resting membrane. Here you can see on the image the ionic gradients are maintained by the pump, sodium potassium pump. Here on the screen you can see an image which shows the extracellular and intercellular ionic balance. The extracellular is positively charged whereas intercellular is negatively charged. The electrical potential difference across the resting plasma membrane is called as the resting potential. Next comes the action potential. When stimulus is applied, the membrane at site A, here you can see on the screen the site A, becomes permeable to sodium. This causes rapid influx of sodium ion and reversal of the polarity at that site. That is outer negative and inner is positive. It is known as depolarization. The electric potential difference during depolarization across plasma membrane is called action potential, a nerve impulse. Third comes a propagation of action potential. At side ahead A, that is side B, outer surface is positively charged and the inner surface is negatively charged. As a result, the current flows to the inner surface from side A to side B. On the outer surface, current flows from side B to A to complete the circuit. Hence, the polarity is reversed and action potential is generated at side B. That is, action potential at side A arrives now at side B. The sequence is repeated along the axon and the impulse is conducted. The rise in permeability of sodium is extremely short-lived. It is quickly followed by rise in the permeability of potassium. Immediately, the potassium diffuses outside the membrane and restores the resting membrane. Thus, the fiber becomes ready for further stimulation. This is how the action potential is traveling and the conduction and the generation of nerve impulses takes place. Now, as soon as the nerve impulse reaches to the synaptic, now how the transmission takes place. Synapse is a functional junction between two neurons and it is of two types, electrical synapse and chemical synapse. Electrical synapse, in this, the membrane of pre and the postsynaptic neurons are in close proximity. So impulse transmits similar in the transmission like in the axon, right? Whereas the impulse transmission is faster than in the chemical and electrical synapse are very rare in human system. The other comes the chemical synapse. In this, there is a fluid-filled space which is known as synaptic cleft between the presynaptic neuron and the postsynaptic neuron. The presynaptic regions have swelling, which is known as synaptic knob, which is like buttons. They contain synaptic vesicles filled with neurotransmitter like acetylcholine or adrenaline. As soon as the impulse reaches to the axon terminal, the synaptic vesicles bind to the plasma membrane and that will lead to release of neurotransmitter which are the chemicals. And these transmitters diffuses across the synaptic cleft combined with the postsynaptic membrane that will lead to opening of the ion channels will allow the entry of ions and generates action potential. This action potential may be excitatory or inhibitory. So this is how by the use of chemical synapse and electrical synapse work that help in transmission of impulse from one neuron to another neuron. Thanks for your attention.